Yes, guys, what's good? You tuned into Mango Masala, Pi Radio's South Asian show. My name's Gurns and I'm joined here by DJ Gillz. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are yourself?
Good, yeah. It's nice. Normally I do like interviews in the evening, so it's nice to do one that's actually like
Yeah.
it's light outside and stuff. For the people out there, do you mind just letting us know a little bit about yourself, about your music, that sort of thing?
I am a DJ and music producer from the West Midlands. So music-wise, I started very young, so I was about 8 or 9, my kind of first interaction with music. And my cousin actually, when we used to have a shop up in Doncaster, he used to have like the big vinyl DJ deck. So I used to play on that. Obviously, being 8 is probably just an absolute mess of a mangle of music. So did that. So I had a bit of inkling with my music line there. And then I actually got into playing the piano as well, about 10, 11. So I've played that for about 10 years now. I'm doing all my grades and all that sort of stuff. Then literally went to university, left all my music stuff at the side, didn't really go into it a lot. Came to uni, and then obviously just picked up the DJing again, went to some house parties, got to some bars, some clubs, and then eventually just started going more and more and more. So I remember my first interaction with DJing was at a bar literally across the road from where I used to live. Then from there, it moved on to the big clubs in Leicester, which is where I went to uni. Then from there, that's when I started supporting the artists such as like Steel Bangles, Huncho, Mist. Who else have we done? D Block Europe, and then obviously the team we worked with, which is Student Grand Media Board. We actually were the ones who brought Tory Lanez to Birmingham in Prism. We've done Drake when he came to Leicester about 3 years ago as well. And then our biggest one to date is was in November time when we brought AP Dillo, Govinda Gill, all them guys to the after party in Leicester as well. So like big on that scene. And then I thought, you know what, let me just try and get into music, see how it is. And literally started making beats, hitting up and coming artists, because I feel like working with up and coming people like myself as well with my debut single, I thought it's the best way to get that kind of, platform for everyone. So literally started doing that, and then here we are today with the debut single getting released.
Sweet, yeah, no, honestly, I didn't realize that you'd worked with such big names with us. So props to you for all of them. It wasn't just like dropping in like Drake or AP Dillon, it was literally like a full on list. So
Yeah.
obviously, nice that you've got that under your belt at such a young age as well. Um, so, I mean, you briefly touched on it, but what was the reason then for you deciding, okay, I've like done a lot of DJing, I now want to venture into more of the actual making music side of things? Like, what was the reason for that switch?
So mainly, I feel like it's a very niche market. Like for example, with Punjabi music, there's obviously a lot of content coming out, especially in Canada at the minute and in Punjab. But I felt like I want to be just that little bit different. So I thought, you know what, I'm a DJ, I've got that going on. Let me dabble in a bit of music producing, obviously with the piano side of things. I kind of know, can read sheet music, and I've got my ear tuned. So literally just got into that, started making a few beats. And like literally probably on my computer, I've got easily hundreds from R&B to drill to Punjabi folk music, and literally just thought, you know what, there's no harm in trying to let me see what it's like, and just literally just go out there, just go for it. To be honest with you, and to be honest, it's more of a passion thing as well from me doing my music sort of stuff, because obviously my degree at uni was completely different to this.
So, what was your degree?
So I did a degree in media actually, so media production. So it's more of documentary making, television, all that kind of stuff. So it kind of links in with the music for that creative side of things. But obviously, at the end of the day, my passion was still music. So that's why I wanted to get into that music side. To be honest with you,
So, obviously, you just said about hundreds of beats. So,
yeah.
what was it about this one for Aspire that led to you thinking this is what's going to be my debut single, this is what's going to put me on the map, sort of thing? Like, how did that come about?
So literally, it was a last minute project, like out of the woodwork. So I was actually working on another project with an artist called Jaswinder Dagamia. I think you know about him. I think his last, like his big single, which I recognized him from, was with the Dark MC. We must have been a couple of years back. So I was actually working with them. Still got the project, still working on that now. And then my media company I work with, shout out to Major Media, he actually got me in touch with one of his Canadian artists who he's worked with prior in the past. Hit him up in the DM, started messaging, sent him some beats. And obviously I know summer's obviously out, and I'm like, I want a summer anthem because for this year, there's been a few ones like out there for your summer driving in your cars, etc. You're having a house party, and you've got that type of vibe. And I thought, you know what, I want to make a summer beat. Sent him the track over to him. In about an hour, he literally laid some vocals down, sent it over to me, and I was like, you know what, I feel like I've got something here. So I left the Just Win the track to the side, focused on this one, and literally been about 2-3 months, and it's been non-stop. Got the vocals done, then got the video shot in Canada, and then literally just fast process, and it just came out of that basically. Just one of them ones where it's like the way I see it is when it's gone so fast, you obviously can perfect it and whatnot, but it just felt so naturally in the flow how it's all happened and whatnot. So literally that is wired how it's literally just come about for this one.
Nice, yeah. So did I hear you say you got a video coming for it as well then?
Yeah, so the video we shot in Canada, and that same day on this Friday going to be released on, so obviously Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and then the video is going to be dropped on YouTube as well. So we've gone for the full visual side of things, which is obviously, like I said before, with Major Media, he's literally all of my stuff for visuals wise, he's all organising all that. He's doing it, so we've got our little team. So literally, it's like a Canadian UK link up sort of thing going on.
Nice. And like, how would you describe because we're gonna play it in a second, but how would you describe like the sound of it to people?
So the best way to describe it, for the way I think about it anyway, is definitely you've got your Punjabi lyrics, and then you've got your Western, Californian, West Coast type of vibe. So it's literally just a fusion of two different things, putting them together and creating that summer anthem vibe. Like for me, if I'm listening to that sort of song, it will be the sun's out, I've got a convertible, my windows are down, driving, literally on the long country road, just blasting out, having that nice summer. That summer vibe that's definitely the word to describe. It's just summer vibes. That's it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I think it's like a sort of synth that I heard in the background. Like, I definitely got that like West Coast vibe from it.
Like
Definitely.
that Snoop Dogg type of like vibe going on. Yeah.
Sweet. I mean, you've slightly touched on it, but what was it like working with Robin on the track as well? Like your first single, you obviously want that connection to be a good one, like, and I'm presuming it was because it's delivered a good track. So like, what was it like collaborating with them on this?
So literally, sent the DM to him, and obviously responded, talked to him. And for me, I feel like when you're working with an artist, you need to have that kind of vibe, because if you don't vibe with that personal gel, you're not bouncing off ideas. I don't think it's going to work. And literally it just felt like so natural, such an easy guy to talk to. I know he's released a few tracks in the past before as well, so he's got that knowledge of how to make a track, etc. And I know obviously when I sent him a whole load of beats over, I sent him at least maybe like 3 or 4 beat packs. And from there, he's literally in about 4 or 5 songs. So I've like got a couple more songs come up and coming with him, which will probably be released in the near future. But literally, I think his vocals and his lyrics, which are done, and the way he delivers it, just matches perfectly to what the beat is, which is being produced. So it's like a fusion melting pot, which literally comes together like a jigsaw. Essentially, the two pieces just fit together ever so nicely.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it sounds like it on the track as well. It sounds very smooth, very well put together. So definitely got that same vision there. So obviously it's dropping this Friday, which when we're speaking now, it'll be as it's out there now. But I believe tonight you've got something going on, right? A launch party.
Yeah, obviously the big single for, you know what, let's just go all out. Let's do a whole launch party. So the launch party is actually getting done by Urban Desi events. We do a whole range of events all in London. The last one I actually did with them was a boat party. So we got out a boat, took it down the River Thames, playing all for a couple of hours on there. Then obviously we had the after party. So got into contact with him. Their team was organising all of that. And actually on the night, we've got artists coming down as well. So we've got the likes of Juggy D's coming down to perform and support. We've got Arjun coming down to support, JK down to support, and DJ Harps. So that's obviously tonight at Steel Yard in London. 11 till 6 is going to be a full-on party there. Obviously, you can still get your tickets out there now, but hopefully I see everyone there partying and enjoying the vibe of the night, to be honest. Yeah
Those are some like big names again as well to have like at your debut single like launch party effectively as well. So like hopefully obviously them and everyone else, like if you could work with one, I'd say mainstream Desi artist, which one would you pick?
Oh, see, that is such a hard question, to be honest with you, because I feel like everyone is so unique in their different ways of doing it. Like the best way to like, describe it is Shub, for example, who's in Canada, smashing it up on that gritty beat, which I think is so amazing. Then you have AP Dillo's team, Govinda Gill, Shinda Kalons. They're doing their R&B slash 80s pop type of vibe, and then you've got an Audra with the likes of the more your gangster type of vibe with the folkness. So it's honestly, I can't lay my finger on it, because even like JK, it's that folk sound, amazing thing to work with. Arjun is your urban Desi. So it's a very hard thing. I feel like it's got to be the ones where if I have a song or a beat, then I'll be able to be like, okay, which artist I would feel like to do that. So if I can say every single one, that's probably the only answer I can kind of give you, because I feel like everyone's obviously got their unique touches and is amazing in their own little way.
Now that's cool as well, because obviously it sounds like you're not wanting to necessarily be tied down to one sound. Like you want to be able to think, okay, this kind of vibe works with this artist, this works with this artist, which I think is nice as well, because it means that you don't sound repetitive in a way, because I think that's a danger if you're constantly churning out the same sort of vibe.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't literally. If I have a beat and a song, I have a vision in my head being like, okay, I know what type of singer I want to work with. But I think, like I said, there's so many out there which are just so amazing. It's just very hard to choose, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Probably rounding things off now. What's your plans? Obviously, you've got the launch party tonight on a boat. Literally, what better way to kick it off? But what's the plan for the rest of the summer and also 2022 and beyond?
So literally for the summer, got the song out, and then I'm actually going to be going over to Canada for a little bit. Got some projects working on over there, so be there for a bit, and then come back, figuring out which projects I'm going to be launching. Like I feel like the next one will probably be about, not going to put a date on it, but I feel like towards the end of this year I'm going to drop my next single after this one, and then obviously the DJing stuff's going on. So when September comes, everyone's going back to uni, all the freshers. So I'll be doing like all the Leicester freshers, the Birmingham, Coventry, London, just going all about for that as well. So it's literally have my little holiday, my little break, have my projects, and then back into the grind of things, basically, back into the music side. But like I said before, that just win the Gambia track, just be prepared, because that might be out soon as well. So we've got to wait and see, basically. But music's just going to be up and coming 2022, 2023. That's the entire plan of it.
Nice. Well, all the best for all of that. And if people want to like follow you on your journey and keep up with your latest releases, events, that sort of thing, where can they follow you?
So best place to follow me, Instagram at DJ Gillz, TikTok DJ Gillz, Twitter DJ Gillz. So all my handles is that. You'll be able to find me on, basically. And then YouTube, same thing. It'll be for this project is at Remit Records, where you find all the visuals for the song and whatnot.